Hello, tea friends. This is Barb Gully from Barbs Tea Service, and we are back with our podcast courtesy on TV Studios. I'm here, as always, with studio engineer, co-host, and arm candy, Chris Gully.
Here I am. You can't get over me.
I never would want to.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Right.
I'm so glad you're here.
Okay.
And this is our first podcast of March.
In like a lion?
Right. This is podcast 67. You're right. So it's kind of a crummy day today.
Yeah, it's very foggy.
Foggy, cloudy.
Yeah.
So I'm wearing uncharacteristically a yellow.
You're bringing in our own sunshine.
I'm bringing in my own sunshine, little yellow teacup on my necklace. So that's about all we got for today as far as.
You got everything you need.
Yeah. So hopefully we're going to see some changes in the outside climate soon.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
In the meantime, so we were back in the studio last week.
Right.
But we were gone. We had a month-long hiatus. We were snowbirds.
Yep.
And so we still have a lot of catching up to do.
We do.
In our last podcast, we talked about the milestone birthday in Winter Park.
Right.
We talked about the Jane Austen Festival in Mount Dora.
Uh-huh.
And who could forget the Woodrow Wilson Boyhood Home in Augusta, Georgia?
I can't.
Not even if you try.
No.
Right?
No.
Okay. So that brings us to what we hope to cover today.
Very good.
And we hope to cover Asheville.
Yes.
Antediluvian.
Yes. Ooh. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And our BTS In outlets for 2026.
Okay. All right.
It's March.
You got to get it done.
We do. So we don't want to have our folks getting through, the summer and then what was in and out.
What a tragedy that would be.
It would. Okay. So, and if we have some time, we're going to throw out some goals for 2026.
Okay.
Since it is March.
All right.
But first, tea.
All right. Here we go.
Okay. So today we've got Biltmore Earl Grey. And let's take a little taste.
Well, it's very a very direct tea. It's a black tea, not as bergamonty as others, which is not a bad thing, right?
No, absolutely not. This is wild. I'm almost tasting cinnamon. Is that me or?
I get that, yeah.
But definitely low on the citrus.
Right.
So this is Biltmore Earl Grey.
Uh-huh.
And this is from the Oliver Pluff Company.
Okay.
And they do a lot of the teas for historic venues. When we were at the Hermitage in Tennessee, they do a lot of that.
Right.
They have it for Thomas Jefferson's home, etc. So this is it's Earl Grey with bergamot, but as we've noted, it's not highly citrus. But I purchased this when we were in Asheville,
right,
at the Biltmore gift shop.
At the gate.
At the gate, right.
Yes.
We didn't have time to see the mansion this time.
Right.
But
plus, you'll talk about it later. We weren't in some truck or hauling something.
Right. When we don't have all this excess baggage, we didn't go. So, but we did do a lot of different things.
Right.
But this one, we stopped at the gift shop, and I have purchased things at the Biltmore gift shop before, inside and at the gate. And one of them is, this is the tea cup. This is the China service. Can you see that?
Yep.
That's a teacup.
Yep. Very good.
This is a reproduction of the china that the Vanderbilts had at Biltmore.
Right.
And they even let you, it's got a little provenance there.
Little write-up.
Right. So I have that. I have a teacup. I have a couple teacups. I've got the teapot. I've got 2 creamers and sugars because I forgot that I already had one. But they're 2 different styles.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when we went there, I thought, I know we're going to be talking about Asheville and Biltmore. I'd like to get some tea. So they had this Earl Grey.
Right.
And I was wondering, because it was made specifically for Biltmore. It's got the brand. Did I show that?
Nope. Okay. Oh, there you go. Okay.
Okay. So I thought, what was the connection between this custom blend and Biltmore and Earl Grey?
Right.
So this is what I found on the website.
Okay.
Just a few decades before George Vanderbilt was born, so George Vanderbilt is the one who built Biltmore.
Right.
So a few decades before he was born, Charles Grey, second Earl Grey, British Prime Minister in the 1830s,
Right.
received a gift of tea flavored with bergamot oil.
Uh-huh.
That eventually became known as Earl Grey.
Yes. And isn't the story they never copyrighted it
That's right.
or and it's a worldwide known name.
That's right,
yeah.
right. Because when we were talking about Earl Grey earlier and the story, like Twinings, and there's a couple other tea manufacturers that were, who was the originator.
Right.
But I think that this is a stretch
Okay.
to tie this in.
Yeah.
Just like, somewhere in time, Vanderbilt was born a little bit after Earl Grey.
Yeah.
But we appreciate a good reach.
That's
so
right. That's right.
Applaud them.
Yeah.
And we bought it. So, all right.
It's all good.
It is all good. All right. So we've been to Asheville a number of times.
Right.
And we have been to the Vanderbilt Mansion.
Right.
At least Biltmore. We've been there at least twice.
Right.
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 And the last time we were at the Biltmore Mansion, it was 2019.
Uh-huh.
They had this very special event, and it was the Gilded Age House Party.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they set up the interiors of Biltmore as if George and his wife Edith were hosting a party in 1905.
Right.
Remember that?
Yeah. It was very well done.
It really was.
Yeah.
They had these vignettes set around in all the rooms, and they'd have mannequins.
Right.
And they were dressed in costumes designed by the costume designer of Downton Abbey.
Yes. Yeah. It was very good.
It was.
Yeah.
And the vignettes, for example, they had Edith Vanderbilt and George Vanderbilt welcoming Edith Wharton, who wrote about the Gilded Age.
Right.
And they have they're meeting her most appropriately in the library.
Were they mirthful?
The House of Mirth.
Yeah.
Bingo. Very good. All right.
Yeah, I was saving that one up.
That's okay.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
And perhaps you're innocent. Or is it the 8? Oh, no, I can't top that. Sorry about that. All right, we've got a photo.
Talk about reach. Okay, sorry.
Fair enough.
All right.
All right. So here's the photo.
All right.
Is this the one of the house party?
Oh, no.
Oh.
Sorry. There we go. Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
this is the house party with the not everyone in these frames is a mannequin. It's you and me.
Oh, okay.
The real us.
Oh, is that us at a tea table?
Right.
Okay. So the house party is we're in the library. That's one of the vignettes. And we do have a blog, an older blog from 2019. I'll put that in the comments if people want to see that.
Yeah.
But this was also the year 2019 where we had afternoon tea, and that's that picture.
Right.
At the Biltmore Inn.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
See that?
Yep.
All right, great. Are we back?
We are back.
All right. So this was in 2019, and so they have this lovely little resort, you know, very upscale, on the grounds, and they have this Biltmore Inn. You can stay there.
Right.
You can have different meals, and we opted for afternoon tea, of course.
Right.
And we were en route back from Florida.
Yes.
We had picked up some furniture at your parents'.
Right.
We were taking it back to our daughter.
Right.
We didn't have much.
Yeah.
But they didn't have.
Yeah. Basically, all I needed was a van.
Right. That's right.
But I guess vans you can't take out of state or something like that. So I was compelled to get. I wanted to get a small U-Haul truck.
Right.
And in all of Florida, or where we were at, the only thing they could give us was this monstrously large truck that we drove, and that was not my most favorite drive ever.
No, it made for a more challenging drive, and also we were rather conspicuous coming up to this fancy resort in our U-Haul.
Yeah, right.
I dubbed us the Bloomfield Hillbillies.
Okay.
And when we came up the drive,
yes,
because we had reservations for afternoon tea,
right,
we came up the drive to the inn, these gentlemen approached us. They were valet.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
we declined their kind services. Yes. So that was fun.
Out of mortification.
Yes. All right. So a little bit, just a quick recap on Biltmore.
Right.
Okay. So this was built by George Vanderbilt, as we mentioned. He is the grandson of the Commodore, Cornelius
Right.
Vanderbilt. He's the one that started the family fortune, as we've talked many times, in shipping and railroads. And if you are following along on your bingo card, B1.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So he's the younger brother of the brothers Cornelius, William K.,
Right.
and Frederick.
Okay.
Okay. And they all built homes.
Right.
Vanderbuilding, that was the term. They all built these huge homes, and some of them you can still go to today.
Now, which one was Blatherskate?
Blatherskate was their father.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And what's interesting, I'll share a little tidbit on him.
Yeah.
So he was the son of the Commodore, and the Commodore didn't really put a lot of, didn't really think much of his son. And Blatherskate is sort of it's a Dutch term for somebody who's not
not with it.
right. Yeah, not all the wheel. What'd you say? All the things in the windmill.
Yeah.
Whatever. I can't think of it.
Yeah.
All the blades in the wind.
Okay.
Anyway, so I'm a Blatherskate. Blog Blatherskate today.
Yeah.
So he didn't think that he was going to do too much, but he ends up being quite a success story.
Right.
And he doubles the fortune.
Sure.
So now his boys are free to squander.
That's right.
So George, they're kind of, a little concerned about him.
Right.
He was sort of a late bloomer.
Uh-huh.
Well, he comes to North Carolina, loves Asheville, buys all this property, and he surpasses them all with Biltmore.
Right.
And he completed this in 1895. He was just 33.
Right.
Got married 2 years later.
Okay.
And this has, just to give you some idea of how big this is, 250 rooms and 175,000 square feet.
Oh, that's all you need.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
And so for locals, to compare scale,
Right.
our own Meadowbrook Hall
Right.
in Oakland County, this is the Dodge Wilson estate.
Right.
It is 88,000 square feet.
Yes.
And 110 rooms.
How can you even?
Really. Reminds me of our VRBO in Florida.
Yeah.
Such a long walk to the bathroom.
You get your steps in.
You did. Okay. Right. So we were also in Asheville in 2016.
Right.
And at that time, we were hauling a fishing boat.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we like to come to Asheville prepared for anything.
Yeah, I know.
We could have used that in 2024, actually, the boat. But anyway, so we have a favorite restaurant in Asheville.
Right.
It's called the Corner Kitchen.
Right.
And Chris, you've been following them for a long time.
Well, we had a good meal, and they popped up on my feed on Instagram, so I followed them. And usually it's recipes and good-looking dishes, and the staff and stuff like that. So it's just that's all it was until so in 2024 they had a horrible flood. And so I was looking at the picture, the place was just ruined. I mean, it was 3 feet of water and mud everywhere. So anyway, I kind of followed their reconstruction, rehabilitation of the site. And so finally we were there just a few weeks ago.
Right. We were able to go back and it looks great.
Yeah.
It looks great. Service and food still
Yep.
fabulous.
Yep.
Right. That was the product of that Hurricane Helene.
Right.
So
it dumped, I don't know, 2 feet of water in the mountains, and there's no place for it to go.
That's it. So we could still see that there's some.
It was for the most part almost back, but you could still see some buildings that were still kind of in the process of being rehabbed.
Right. So it was happy to see a lot of progress, though.
Right.
And the Corner Kitchen actually opened in 2004.
Right.
So it's been around for a while. And it was built, so a little bit about where it's located. So it's in this area called the Biltmore Village.
Right.
And this was built in 1895.
Right.
It was part of these little homes that would service the employees of Biltmore.
People had to have a place to live, or I'm sure the construction people and the staff and the help and the cooks and the maids and everything.
Exactly, various capacities of staff.
Right.
And so when Vanderbilt came down to Asheville, fell in love with it, he purchased this 72-acre plot that was at the time called Best.
Okay.
And did he make it better? Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
But he commissioned the landscape architect,
Right.
Frederick Law Olmsted,
Right.
to design the village and this charming neighborhood. Some people may recognize him.
Yes.
He's also the designer of New York's
Central Park.
Central Park.
Nice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. And then he had, and here's another name from the Gilded Age, he had Richard Morris Hunt, the architect for the Biltmore, design the first 4 homes in this Biltmore village. And after, in the 1920s, George Vanderbilt dies, so his wife sells all these buildings.
Right.
And in the 1930s, this building, which is now the corner kitchen, that's where it started to have ties to food service.
Right, right.
And a gentleman who lived there, and his name is Charles Jennings, he opened up a little restaurant in his home, and it was called the Biltmore Cafe.
Uh-huh.
Oh, kind of nice.
Yeah.
Then the current owner is Kevin Westmoreland, and he actually grew up in that neighborhood.
Right.
You know, he's about our age. And then in the 1970s, it was designated a historic district.
Right.
So they're going to keep that. It's nice that they'll preserve that area. It's very charming.
Yeah, it is.
And I did find out, though, on their website that this was not their first flood.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
So they had one in 1916 and 1940.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but we are very glad that
they recovered. Yep.
They recovered. So, Chris, I think we've got a picture of, it's probably not the best comparison, but there's a picture of the exterior of the corner cafe. Do we see that?
Yes. Yeah.
And then there's a picture of you and I just last month.
Right.
So there's a 10-year difference. Again, those weren't the best pictures to do a comparison.
We didn't know we were going to have to do this.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right.
Okay. And one thing I will say about Asheville, like I said, we've been there many times. We usually stay closer to the Biltmore Mansion.
Right.
This time we stayed in town.
Yes. And I'll go back to our regular here coverage. So yeah, that was quite a treat. You found a fabulous hotel in downtown Asheville. That's kind of our first time really in the city.
Right.
And it's just charming and clean and just a really good, that overused term, vibe.
It did.
But it really had, it was really a lot of fun.
It is, because they have nice restaurants.
Right.
They have a chocolate shop. They have, I guess that's excellent.
Right.
Chocolate shop. They have a museum, art museum, a lot of vintage shops.
Yes, yeah.
And so we texted our kids, and I think that's on their list now too. But thumbs up. We didn't come with any we weren't trailers or anything, but
we were driving a truck.
We were driving a truck. Okay.
That's what do you call Bluefield Hillbillies? Strike again.
Yes. Okay. The sequel.
Right.
All right. So let's switch gears a little bit, and let's talk about what's in and what's out for 2026.
Okay.
So this is something that Barbs Tea Service has been doing since 2010.
Okay.
A little bit of an obsession of mine.
Mm-hmm.
Always loved following what was posted for the new year, what was in and what was out.
Yeah.
And we like to comb a lot of the credible sources. So we pull from, Wall Street Journal, New York Times, Washington Post, Southern Living,
yes,
and our own sense of fashion.
Okay.
Or our nonsense of fashion.
All right.
But I'm just going to go over some of the highlights. We have the full in detail in out list in our blog from February 1st.
All right.
We'll put that link in there.
Very good.
But so this is our 16th in out list, and this one sort of had a theme.
Okay.
It was it emerged from, as we saw all these different experts and style gurus weighing in, but it's a lean towards tranquility.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Comfort and calm,
mm-hmm.
a nostalgic nod to life before smartphones and AI. So think granny hobbies, cozy decor, and accessories that soothe the soul.
I'm so calm right now.
Are you? You are always calm. Okay. Except when we're golfing.
Yeah, that's right. Well, yeah.
Yes. So anyway, this is So some of the things that we are leaning towards this, you'll see as this thread as we talk about it. But the color of the year, or what I like to call hue new.
Okay.
The color, Pantone's color of the year is Cloud Dancer.
Okay.
And Pantone describes it as a lofty white that serves as a symbol of calming influence, encouraging true relaxation and focus, allowing the mind to wander and creativity to breathe.
Okay. Were they the ones that did the mocha thing last year?
Well, yes.
Okay.
Yes, exactly.
All right.
And, I love white.
Yeah.
I mean, if people come to our house, you're going to see every kind of shade of white.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about this because you don't usually see white out there. But I will miss the color from last year, and that was the mocha mousse.
Oh, that's right. Okay. All right.
And that also had nurturing qualities.
Okay.
And it had hints of chocolate and coffee.
Yeah.
We added tea, of course.
Uh-huh.
But I think I'm gonna take on this shade of white, Cloud Dancer, but I'm gonna leave room for mocha mousse.
Okay.
A little bit of dessert.
All right.
Okay. Then what about fashion? What are people wearing?
Okay.
Well, here's definitely some fashion that is cozy.
Okay.
Snuggie.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But we're not talking just Snuggie. We're talking Snuggie with a message.
Okay.
All right. Do you remember Snuggies?
Yes, I do.
And that was kind of a short-lived trend. They still have a website. Snuggie still has a website, and you can purchase different styles.
Right.
But this was it was 2008, I believe, where this took off, and it was a blanket with sleeves.
Yeah. Right.
For the ultimate in comfort and relaxation. So now what I predict are these kind of upscale Snuggies.
Yes.
And I received one. I was gifted one for Christmas.
Uh-huh.
And it was more of a sweater slanket than an oversized hospital gown.
Okay.
It was very nice.
Yeah.
And if you look at the blog, you'll see it.
Right.
But it has quotes from Jane Austen.
Uh-huh. So you can relax and be literate at the same time.
Exactly. So, if someone comes over and you kind of are on the recliner, maybe you've run out of things to say. Your guess is boring. Hey, just read.
Yeah.
Read the Snuggie.
Yeah.
Okay. Another thing that's in
Uh-huh.
BTS swag, Barbs Tea Service swag.
Okay.
Swagwear. So we have merch.
Okay.
We're adding to our merch inventory. We had the mugs.
Yep.
We also now have BTS hoodies.
Yes.
And if you're a special guest,
Uh-huh.
for 5 times, you get the 5-time BTS hoodie.
Can't wait.
I know. We already gifted one to our son, Rob. Because he's been a good sport and been here 5 times.
Yeah.
All right. And then, you know what's out?
Tell me.
Swag Gap.
Oh, my gosh.
Swag Gap. So this is one of the last gasps of pointing out some relationship
Mismatch. Yeah.
Yeah. So, the traditional one is the age difference.
Uh-huh.
If there's significant age difference between a couple.
Yep.
And
was that the N divided by 2 plus
7?
Yes.
Yes. So like the Bing Crosby and Rosemary Clooney, what's 25 years?
Yeah.
So
weird.
White Christmas. Yeah. That's very strange. And then, we have the age difference. We also have the cutability,
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the swag gap. So the swag gap is when one of the one person in the couple always is stylish, on point, has got the monocle, got the bow tie.
Yeah.
The other one shows up in a Snuggie, So they're saying that this is kind of out. Let's be less judgy.
That's just crazy.
It is. Okay. Then we talk about granny chic.
Okay.
So think grandma hobbies here.
Yes. Uh-huh.
So things like needlecraft, puzzles, they're coming back. A lot of us, it's been in style for a long time, but the new generation is embracing this. This is really trending with millennials.
Yes.
And the reason given by Southern Living, they say it fosters mindfulness and reduces anxiety by activating our senses.
All right.
And it's also a welcome break from digital overload and doom scrolling.
Okay.
Don't we know that?
Yes.
All right. So Rachel had a party recently with her friends.
Right.
It was a crafting party, or they could bring whatever they wanted to. So she just recently started cross stitch. She had folks bringing in different needlework things.
Right.
They just talk and do their thing. I love that.
Yeah.
You know what's out though?
Tell me.
Cell phones.
Okay.
At least cell phones at restaurants. And this is at least one restaurant we know of in Washington, D.C. that's starting. Maybe this will be a trend. They are enforcing that people check in their cell phone before they're seated.
Okay.
And the owner says that he wants people to rediscover the magic of being present with others.
Wow.
Okay. Is it always magic?
I don't
know.
Okay.
But if you have selfie withdrawal, they do have Polaroids that you can rent.
Okay.
Another business opportunity.
Yeah. Oh,
right?
okay. I see their game.
Yes. Right. Okay. And then more retail therapy. We talked a lot about thrifting.
Right.
Thrifting is in.
Okay.
We've got our article on Substack under Barbara Gully. We talked last week about the thrifts that we found in Florida.
Right.
We talked about that new show coming out with Lara Spencer, Thrifting. And it's, it really is gaining momentum. And so stay tuned for that.
All right.
And the bonus is, you're getting unique finds.
Yeah.
And you're not paying a lot.
No.
Right? And then we have another one, and I put this under the category of gone afoul.
Uh-oh.
This is what's in Portuguese.
Portuguese.
Okay. A goose that sits on your porch.
Okay, yeah.
And these were popular in the 90s.
Right.
And kind of kitschy. A goose would sit on your porch, and people would dress them. Like in our neighborhood, we'd see if it was raining, somebody put a raincoat on.
Right.
All right. So Rachel got one, and Sean gave her a 12 outfits. So the goose can change. Matilda is her name. Yeah. The goose can change outfits once a month.
Right.
And she said, "Oh, these are really big." So we drove around their neighborhood because they've got a really a neighborhood that's a lot of millennials.
Right.
You see these Portuguese all over.
Yes.
So what's out?
Yes.
The bird test.
Oh.
That might sound a little familiar to you, but this was inspired by a viral TikTok. A woman recorded her conversation. She was telling her husband that she saw an interesting bird. He didn't ignore her.
Yeah.
But he didn't engage either. So after 1 million views, the question stands: is noticing the mundane the true test of compatibility?
What? I'm sorry. What were you saying?
Well, a Washington Post article notes that couples who share the ordinary as well as the extraordinary tend to have longer lasting relationships.
Okay.
And I do remember when I was telling you the story.
Oh, yeah, I know.
You said, "Sorry, I wasn't listening." And we celebrate 43 years in May. How about that?
All right.
All right. Well, I see we've got what?
I got 2.5 minutes.
All right. I'm going to stop this so it doesn't beep in the middle.
Okay.
So we've got classics coming to the screen.
Right.
Literary classics.
Right.
We've got Pride and Prejudice, another remake coming out in September.
Right.
We've got Wuthering Heights. So this is out now.
Yeah.
You can go and see it. It's not my favorite story.
Right.
I've read it. There's not a lot of likable characters.
Yeah.
But here's the question. Will Margot Robbie and Jacob Elordi have us asking more of the Moors?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
In sports.
All right.
Winter Olympics. We watched a lot of that while we were down. They had a couple new sports.
Right.
One was called the ski-mo, where the athletes go up a mountain and then ski down.
All right.
I say let's combine that with Emily Bronte and call it a ski-more.
You got about 30 seconds.
Okay, we got to wrap up.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Really 30 seconds.
Okay. Thanks to On TV Studios. Thanks for my co-host. And as we like to say, we're running out of time. Please stay tuned.